And if you were going to explain physio to, let's say, your wife or your best friend, how would you describe the physio experience?
The physio experience is just trying to explain to them exactly what your problem is in the first place, but then it usually involves manipulation to the injured area, and you always feel it's a positive. It makes it feel better, and have no problem with it. It's a short session. You can make the booking at your own convenience, have your short session of treatment and away, and they give you further advice on rest and exercises that you can do to improve it and prevent it, which is always a good plus. And that's how I would say it goes, really.
What did he say to you? What was his description of physio? He liked you?
He said you'll get rough massage and they won't be gentle and you're moaning you want physio, but he said when you get there, he said you will be pushed to your limit, but I couldn't have pushed myself to get my leg better. So obviously if it wasn't benefiting me and it was just painful, I wouldn't come back, but like I say, I get pushed to get better, and every time I leave I feel like I've achieved a goal closer to getting my leg repaired, but back to normal.
Jeanette?
Well, I came because of my whiplash that I had to my neck, but because I was doing a lot of swimming as well at the time, so it was never relaxed. I always had that tension there. But for me, I absolutely looked forward to it, and no matter how painful it was, I just loved having that treatment because it was such a relief when you're doing sports. No matter how, you get such a build-up of tension, and it didn't matter how painful it was, after that was such a relief to have it, what's the word I'm looking for? Just to have it,
released.
To feel released, relaxed. But
if you had to describe it to a friend, or let's say your mum hurt her back and she was umming and ahhing us to go for physio, what would you say to her about the whole kind of experience of physio?
Just go and get it done. From the whole experience, from walking in the door to leaving the door, you'll find that it's really friendly, that the physios explain everything to you, so you know exactly what treatment you get, and you've got a kind of an idea of how long it may take to get better and what your other options are as well. So the longer you leave it, the longer you're just in mid-air really, and you're not going to get anywhere to get better.
How would you describe physio now then? Let's say your wife Elaine had a is that just with me, or is that physio generally?
No, that's just you, because you're Dr. Death, I hear you.
What would you say? So let's say your wife hurt her back, Elaine's got a problem, and you were trying to convince her to go for physio, and she said, well, what'll happen when I get there? How would you describe it?
Well, all my experiences have been through you, apart from the first couple. And you're a real good people person, so I would say to her that, if she came to see you, you would make her feel instantly at ease. Nothing to worry about. Obviously there's some manipulation and all the rest of it, but it's like anything. If something's wrong, you've got to fix it, and sometimes the only times you can fix it with manipulation or massage or whatever. So,
how many people have you told about physio then? Do you recommend physio a lot?
Everybody. Because what's the point in struggling along with an injury that you've got, that you've had for 2 weeks, and you're probably going to have it for another 6 or 7 or 8 weeks without doing anything about it? If your car breaks down, you go and get it fixed.
How would you describe physio? To your best friend. Imagine your best friend's got a bad back. How would you describe it to her?
How would I describe physio? I suppose manipulation to free up the joints, with that little, I don't know what that is that you do.
Crack.
I don't know, a crack thing, yeah. I'm too keen on the crack, so I'd just tell them to hold the breath when you do the crack.
Shut their eyes and put some earplugs in, basically.
And don't yelp like I do.
Compared to, let's say, a dentist where you've worked in the past, is it different?
Well, we get a lot of thank yous. We get gifts from people, which that you've obviously made a lovely connection with them, for someone to be so kind to do that. That was something I'd never come across before where I've worked.
I think it's just like more of a relaxed atmosphere. I mean, you think physio and you automatically think it's a clinical place, and you think that everything's just going to be strict and like not friendly or welcoming, whereas working here, I feel like it's a more relaxed atmosphere, and I think that rubs off on the patients, so they feel more relaxed when they're going in for their treatment than what they would going to an actual clinic.
Like seeing a doctor,
Yeah.
you go to the doctor's reception. Sorry, your mum works in one.
But she's always in here. She spends more time in here than she does in the doctor's surgery.
The reception, it's very, there's a barrier, and it's, you can't speak with them, you can't.
Once you've checked in, you go and set your seat out the way.
That's you gone, whereas here you don't get that.
What you get here?
Maybe
Coffee, TV. Yeah. How would you describe physio to somebody? Because obviously now we've tracked your wife and we've tracked both of your kids.
Yeah.
When they had injuries and you were kind of nudging them towards coming in to see us,
Yeah.
what did your wife say? Did she have any questions about what we might do or what physio would be? And what did you say to her?
The way I explain physio to them is with a car, you know, if you service your car, you get it MOT'd, but you leave your body, you neglect it, and you need to get it sorted, you need to get it looked at. And as soon as something goes wrong, you know now. And my kids come in, they play rugby and football, so they have injuries, they get sorted. My wife Nisha, she's been in a few times, you know, and it's just easy, and it's something that you've got to do. You've got to get yourself sorted.
What do you like best about physio? What does it do for you and your life?
Frees me up, lets me do what I want to do.
What about my business? Anything in particular? The staff, how do you find the staff when you come in?
Great, brilliant. As soon as you pick the phone up, you know, they're there, they're helpful. If they can't get you in and you need to be seen, they'll ring you back. They sort of juggles things around if they can. It's great service.